All right. Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and digitally pictured on your screen is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Vancouver Canucks 2025-2026 season continued. Can we go back to back?
Yep, trying to
Jeff.
defend their Stanley Cup. I should
Yeah.
mention first, just if anybody, I'm sure most people haven't seen yet, I just put an update on our forum page. No news yet regarding the NHL license situation, which is basically what we're waiting on now to finalize the release date. We're pretty much in the final pre-release stages, so as soon as we do get some kind of an approval from them and can go ahead with that, we'll be able to let you know exactly when we're going to release and can get moving along with this whole thing, which we all really want to do at this point. But right now, still waiting to hear, so I will let you know when I hear something. But back to this game, I think we had just lost Morgan Frost at the end of the last time we played this, and we got Philadelphia today, so I got brought, but he's still a little bit hurt, so I'm going to call somebody up from Abbotsford.
Hello, Max. Hello, Gudu. Okay, Jeff, before you jump too far in with stuff, are you looking at who's on waivers here?
Yeah, I think we saw that. It said that at the end of last time. Oh wow, good God, what's happened to Kapanen? He's no points in his first
Exactly.
11 games, and they're sending him down.
Yeah, well, time to claim him, I think.
Is Pittsburgh trying to cut a little salary? Yeah, I think they're trying to dump salary and hoping somebody grabs him. And
Oh,
Marchand, who's declined to 2.5 stars, so no, we're not touching that.
yes, we are. Pick him up.
We're not.
Pick him up. Everybody.
Matt
Max,
Duchene also.
Gudu, you should absolutely pick up Brad Marchand, right?
I will not pick up Marchand. I will pick up Kapanen. Although the problem is going to be we won't get him till tomorrow, so I still got to call somebody up from Abbotsford. And who's been playing well there? Novak, pretty good. Shugan, up from last season. Pinelli, off to a pretty reasonable start, 12-9-2. Anybody standing out ratings-wise? I think Novak was leading him in scoring, so I'll bring him up. And we'll just, where was Clark in the lines? Or Frost in the lines, rather. Swap him with Novak. But when I go into the actual game, I'm going to flip him and Barker like that. And down to Sturm, so Sturm gets the third line time. Send this one out. And the Flyers beat us in overtime, and they're not very good this year. Although Novak, after getting called up, gets 2 points in his first game.
All right, nice.
So he showed up, and did anybody else? Well, numbers aren't too bad. Actually, a pretty decent effort, except for the right wings for some reason. None of them played D, apparently. And we outshot them pretty badly. Huh.
Who needs to play D when?
Okay, and let's see if we actually get Kapanen, although I suspect somebody lower than us is going to grab him because we're going to be... I think we're past the point where it starts using the regular season standings instead of the current season standings instead of the past one. It's using the past one will be the absolute lowest priority. And no, we do get Kapanen, so nobody else wanted to pay that $3 million for a guy who hasn't scored. Oh, that's not good. You remember how he was? Our scouts were saying 3 stars, 3.5 potential, or
Oh, yeah.
was it maybe 3.5 stars when we looked at him? We get him.
Well,
He's 2.5.
he's only 1 year on contract, I think, so.
Yeah, but we're paying $3 million for a 2.5 star guy who's really not much better than any of our minor leaguers.
But he has name recognition. I bet you got a big boost for grabbing him.
+1. Huge boost. Although we were at 99, so couldn't have gone any more. Fans are happy regardless.
Uh-oh.
And Brad is healthy again, so Novak's going to have to go back down. And what are you saying uh-oh about?
Oh, well, I don't know what it's like where you are, Jeff. So, locally, across the entire province here, it's local elections. And so,
No, we had those a couple of weeks ago.
well, they're having all this stuff going on, and apparently, like, um, uh, CTV News in Winnipeg declared former mayor who has been coming back after 10 years to be the mayor, but he's now he was up by 2,000. Now he's down by over 2,500 votes. And
Oops.
the polls are still coming in, and he
And they
was
had already
declared.
declared him mayor?
Yeah, well, one of the news sites did. So we're wondering how badly this is going to change. And so I'm kind of keeping an eye on this.
How many of the polls have even closed by the
Uh,
time they reported it? Well, I mean, they'd
he's
all
about,
closed, but how many had reported in?
there's about 50 left, I believe it said.
Out
Oh,
of,
less than that, 40 left.
out of how many?
251 total polls.
It's actually fairly reasonable to call it at that point, even if it's relatively close.
Yeah, but that was 10 minutes ago. It was like 190. And again, he was up by 2,000. Now the other guy's leading by 2,500.
Chat question. What do you think about the reverse retro jerseys? Favorite one?
Well, Jeff, there's an easy favorite one here. Let's be honest.
And that is?
Well, obviously, it's Montreal, right? Wearing the Expos light blue. Actually, no, I'm kidding. Their jerseys are fine. They're not. It'd be Winnipeg. Winnipeg. I'm so glad they brought back the '90s Jets logo. I'm disappointed, but not surprised that they didn't change the colors on it.
Well,
Like,
isn't there third one? They've got the third one and the reverse retro. And we
well,
just lost another
okay.
else.
So they've had their heritage ones, which is the '80s logo.
Yeah.
This new reverse retro is the '90s logo, but they've used like the aviator blue, which was like the light where it just had Jets on it. They've kept it, but like it's I've always loved the '90s logo. I do love the '90s one. Used to have the kids charity on the top, like of the arm, which I'm kind of escaping and staring at my closet because my kids jersey is still in it. Uh, goals for kids. Okay, I got to go look at it now. But
Goals for kids
anyways,
sounds
they've
right.
rebranded it as the True North Foundations to look the same, so that's cool. I do appreciate how '90s it is. Minnesota kept it simple, which was the right call, and now they have these nice, like North Stars, the reverse colors they were. I love the fact the Sharks
Yeah, that's what
went
I'm just
with
gonna, was just going to say. Went with the pseudo
Golden Seals.
golden
Yeah,
seals.
Bruins bringing back Pooh Bear is
The
great. The Leafs is possibly the most unoriginal one, and you wouldn't even know that it's not their current jersey. The fact St. Louis went with the original jersey design that never actually saw the light of day is hilarious. Bringing back Lady Liberty is a favorite of mine from the
And we
Rangers.
break our losing streak. McConnell Baker, the rookie, finally gets his first goal. 3-1 win.
What was the Vancouver? Oh, the Vancouver jersey
Johnny
has
Canuck
the
again.
yes, which is weird because it also has like isn't that their minor league team now?
Yeah, I think but it's using something like that. It. I would have rather than done like a Millionaire's jersey or the Star Wars
How
Canucks.
how have they not done the flying skate? Like, come on.
Even that would have been better. Yeah, I'm just a little
Yeah,
tired of
like
Johnny Canuck at
they've
this
had
point.
how many reverse jerseys and they haven't done the flying skate? That's so weird. The Todd McFarlane Oilers jerseys are fine, but I saw a lot of praise for the Florida ones, but I don't like the Florida ones that much.
Remind me what those were. I was looking at them this morning. I can't remember what Florida's was though.
It was their old shoulder patch, basically the like sun pop tree crossed with a hockey stick.
Oh yeah, that's not great.
Chicago and Detroit are just so boring. They could have done something way better with at least Detroit.
Didn't Chicago do the old barber pole one?
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
same thing as Detroit. It's like just nah.
And DiPietro gets another shutout, 3-0 over Montreal.
Columbus went back to their old logo, which is fine, but I'm so
Columbus should
genuinely
have done
upset.
Cleveland Barons.
No, no, Columbus should have just brought back the bug on the front.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I
that would have been
remember
great.
him.
If they would have done Cleveland Barons, that would have been kind of cool. But yeah, give me the bug on the front. I actually have a practice jersey from way back when with just the bug on the front. Colorado going back to kind of like the classic Rockies jersey, also good. Dallas going back slightly, fine, but not really a huge fan of the color schemes. The one of the ones that bothers me, no, the Kraken one sucks. Northern Sky. I'm sorry. That is like the worst possible jersey they could have done. It's a fine third jersey. It is not a retro reverse jersey. They had so many options, including when they announced the team, they showed off like the original. Uh, was it the Metropolitans? Was that Seattle?
Yeah.
Yeah, they showed off the Seattle Metropolitan jerseys. Like, why not use that as the base? That would have been great. I'm so upset about that. Max Duquette says Arizona is weird, but I don't hate it, to be honest. Yeah, it's very Arizona. Ottawa sucks too. They
Big
could have done
blowout win
something
over
better than
Boston for us.
Ottawa
Yeah,
is
don't mind
just
the Arizona ones.
Ottawa is just Ottawa and the Leafs. It's just like they didn't even care. They're just like, let's just like slightly mod. They could have done something like go back to an earlier one. All right.
We're off to a pretty good start here. 15, 6, and
Kim is
1.
showing thanks. I actually almost thought you were a bot from that comment because I was wondering about why would I care about your 1.81 GPA, and then I reread the question and it made me laugh.
And we should mention we're streaming in 3 different places. So if you see us talking to somebody and it's not in the channel you're in, that's why. We've got the Out of the Park
Okay,
channel, we got the FHM channel, and we're streaming on Steam as well.
we're steaming on stream.
Steaming on
Oh,
stream, maybe doing
interesting.
that too, but
Okay, here's another one that got rude. Anaheim is okay, but man, why do you know what jersey I really want back from Anaheim? And this is such a random thing, but Jeff, I know you're older than me, but do you remember after the Mighty Ducks movies and the Anaheim coming in, they actually made a Mighty Ducks TV show?
very vaguely.
They had those guys on the jersey with like the Anaheim Mighty Ducks with the animated guys on the jersey for at least as a third jersey for a couple seasons, and I would have much rather seen that.
There may be something weird with Disney rights there, though.
Yeah, get it figured out and get it done.
Okay. Cruising through November, we're pretty well. We got a big lead over at the top of the division.
I gotta find a picture of that jersey. Anaheim Ducks. Ducks cartoon jersey.
Yeah, we got an injury. Brad Lambert, recently signed by the Jets. Out day to day. But McLennan can just slot right in as captain. Done well.
Oh, did they previously use this? Did I forget that?
Use
Oh,
what?
apparently they did. Apparently they used it the last time they did the reverse retro jersey.
I remember that.
Well, they should have done that in a different color, anyways.
And
I did
4-3
not
win
remember
over,
that they did this 2 years ago.
over Edmonton. Yeah, Luke Hughes, who we got who held out and didn't sign as coming out of college with the Devils because his rights would go to free agency and let him sign anywhere. We got him as a free agent in the off season, so he's playing with his brother. And we just have to get Jack Hughes out of New Jersey to complete the package.
I did not remember them wearing that jersey. Regardless, that's the one they should. Oh, that one should be the one they base all their current jerseys on.
Guy's getting a little tired, but I think we can get away with this. And we can. 4-1 win. McConnell Barker, another good game. 4 goal and assist. How's Seattle doing at this point? We're a few years into this game. They're actually above 500. What's the team look like? Kenzie Blackwood and goal. We didn't redraft at the. No, we would have to have control of Seattle to redraft. PK Subban's still in the league and playing for Seattle, although not very well.
Well,
Matty Beniers, yeah, he's coming along, but they didn't get Shane Wright in the draft. Aiden Castle, where's he from? Niagara, the OHL. Looks like he's a decent player. Isn't producing yet, though. Former Canuck Jared McCann. And Jaden Schwartz, still our captain. I'm getting the impression that the whole Northwest Division isn't very good, so we're going to run away with this year.
maybe. All right, going back to the jerseys for one last time. I do love Tampa bought back like that stupid lightning on their arms, which is so
Yeah, the
90s it
ugly,
hurts.
yeah. I've got a hat somewhere from when I lived in
What's that?
Florida. I think it's on the, it must be on that shelf behind me. That's got that logo
Pittsburgh
on it.
is great. Pittsburgh is great. Philadelphia's uniform also kind of suck because they're just so
Yeah, I didn't get what they were doing with
plain.
theirs.
Why not give me again? I don't remember what the reverse retro was last time, but why is it not just the bright orange?
You know what they should have done?
They don't wear the bright orange as a primary, do they? I don't think they do anymore.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Oh, like the super bright orange, like the
Yeah.
60s? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, like give me that.
What they should have done is gone back to the Cooperalls.
Well, they did some advertising. They're wearing them in a pregame.
Yeah, I don't think the players would go for that. Those things aren't safe.
No, they are. They're wearing them in a warm up.
Well, in the warm up, when there's no contact, the problem was
Yeah.
because they were so smooth. If you were knocked down heading towards the board, you couldn't really stop yourself. I had that happen to me a few times. I had a pair when I was like 13 or 14.
Yeah, no, that is 100% happening. They are wearing them for a pregame. Washington bringing back the Screaming Eagle is
Start
fine.
Eliason against the Rangers on the road, and he gives them a 5-3 win. Not great. That's still
And
cruising
Buffalo
comfortably 10
bringing
points
back the
above top.
classic Dominic Hasek look is great too.
And we lost Pelletier, lacerated hand day to day, so he can stay in. And Frost should be back anytime now.
I will say I am very glad that Quebec is not, or Colorado is not doing Quebec, and Hurricanes are not doing the Whalers again.
Yeah, but Colorado's doing the Rockies, and it doesn't look right.
Yeah,
It's
well,
off.
that's fine. That's fine.
Now they tried to update it, and it just looks wrong because that's the colors of
Well,
the Colorado
that's
flag, and it
true.
doesn't quite. The Rockies jersey matched it exactly, and what
But
they're
did you notice the other Rockies callback though in the 32 jerseys?
No, what was that?
Go look at New Jersey's.
Don't remember what they did.
Nothing crazy fancy, but if you go look at their jerseys, the color scheme is actually the Colorado Rockies with the
Huh.
Jersey logo on it.
Wonder if they had to clear that with the Avalanche.
I doubt it because it
So, I mean,
would.
if they were doing that, then the Avalanche should have done the Kansas City Scouts.
Well, they could, but I mean, look at.
Okay,
I'm going to send you the
Frost is
link here.
healthy, so McConnell Barker's been playing well
I sent you the picture there, Jeff,
though. Oh, Captain is
on
back to 3 stars.
our chat, so you can see it and posted it on our.
Yeah, no, not a fan.
No, but that's the Colorado Rockies colors.
Yeah, actually, is that no? I think that's the. I think that's Kansas City's.
I think it was both of them. I think they were both the same.
No, I think that's like the lower part, the stripes at the bottom. I think that's Kansas City. I don't think the Rockies was exactly like that. But
Literally written, paying homage to the teams past as the Colorado Rockies and future as the New Jersey Devils. The newest sweater combines the inaugural 82 Devils jersey with the former Rockies colors.
looks more like the Kansas City ones to me. I mean, they were the same, but it was the lower part of the jersey seems like more like the Kansas City ones. And the AI wants to put Kapanen on the second line for some reason. Don't think so.
Did you know the Vegas one also has it glowing in the dark? Their letters glow in the dark.
Yeah, I heard that. I mean, how anybody will actually. So I guess you sell them.
Well, that's yeah, exactly it.
It's not like they're going to turn the lights out in the middle of a game.
Well, I mean, they're opening. You'll see them probably because it's so dark in there. I'm tempted to buy a Jets one, but it's hard to spend probably $300 on it.
Ouch. Okay. Lundqvist is tiring out, so I'm going to throw in Cotton for one game.
So how has Kapanen turned out, by the way? As I've been chatting throughout.
6-3 win for us. He's back up to 3 stars. So he wasn't quite as bad as he first seemed. 4 points in 10 games, which is more than he was doing in Pittsburgh. But yeah, he was pretty steady up until this point, and then just fell apart at the start of the season with them. 11 games, -5. I wonder what his game scores were like. Oh yeah, look at that. In the 60s, 50s, 2 games in a row in the 50s, and then he gets sent down at that point. And he was 78 in his last game with us.
So he's finding his groove. And up to 3 stars. Okay, that's nice. Max, I'm not sure if you're posting links and they're getting deleted by our spam filter or what, but or if you're making a joke. I honestly can't tell.
No, I think something's eating that. You probably got it set so only mods can
Oh, I don't
view
have
those
it
links,
set, but
or whoever set it up,
it's
or
possible.
Stream Elements has that. Yeah, it's probably not allowing external links, which makes sense because people come in and spam God knows what.
Yep.
And both goalies in the top 10 for goals against average, so I think our defense is playing fine this year. Lambert about to be healthy again.
Max, I know. I figured you were probably trying to show it, but that's why I was just making sure you knew that it was not coming through. No, no worries. You know, it's a safety thing with Twitch. Because as Jeff pointed out, we get random things just suddenly being posted.
Yeah, people just come in and spam links to other places. 8-3 blowout
Let
win
us
over Columbus.
tell you how to.
And Captain with an assist. I mean, at least Captain isn't so bad that I would have to send him down because I can't, basically, at this point. Because I picked him up on waivers.
Yeah. What's the D zone tactic on Kim is chilling ass in our FHM chat?
On ours, let me have a look. Okay. Forecheck tactic is 1-2-2, neutral zone coverage, 1-2-2 retreat, and defensive zone is wingers down low. Can't remember why we did that originally. Something I can mention when we're in FHM 9. You'll get more of an indication here of whether or not the tactic is good for your players. It'll list which players are particularly good with that tactic, so it's a little easier to see which one is going to work for you.
Jeff's just dropping knowledge bombs here.
Oh, we do have a. We did set special tactics for the first line. Is it the same?
Jeff, I kind of said as we're continuing to wait, one thing I would point out is by the time we do make a decision here of what's with the next FHM, it's probably going to be a fairly short turnaround between reveal and release.
Yeah.
Would you agree on that?
More than likely. I mean, we can't do it too quickly, just like not overnight or anything like that, but it'll be
No.
days, not weeks.
But I would point out that also means that our reveal of FHM 9 might be exclusively on our twitch.tv/franchise hockey manager uh, channel. So
Yeah,
make
if
sure
we if it
you're,
winds up conflicting with something the OTP guys are doing, we will not be able to use that channel, but
yes. So make
we'll
sure you're
let you know
following us on there
regardless.
anyways. Well, we got to, yeah, got a nice community growing there. So hopefully more people continue to join. And then
Well,
again,
another
that's
thing we
twitch.
did in nine. Now that I think about it, you see that we got this blank screen right now. The way it happens when I'm continuing day to day, and eventually it updates and shows you the score. It doesn't do that anymore. It goes straight into this into the standings leader screen, so you don't have that awkward delay wondering what's going on while it plays the games for that day. It's weird for me now to look at it and see it doing that. It feels like something's wrong. Okay, Lambert is back. We got a development report. Nobody taking huge leaps forward, although Crewman's, the guy playing in the KHL, has made it up to 3 stars at age 20.
Okay, so I'm just updating you on this. So CTV News on their website
Nobody got that.
declares somebody as the winner, but when you click on the link, it says, actually, we've undetermined it.
And Stern bruised his hand, so McConnell Barker can go in. Lundqvist is fit again. And the budget got lots of money, so I'm actually going to bump the morale up all the way and don't really need the help with attendance. Yeah, 5-2 loss to Calgary. Yeah. And Quinn Hughes is hurt. That's not good. That's really not good. Torn hamstring, 2 to 3 months. He's going to have to go on the injured list with Appleton, who is 1 or 2 months away. Cotton probably goes into the lineup, but let's see what's going on in Abbotsford defenseman-wise. Oh. Oh, okay, we got Kiva Harju, the Finnish guy who had the huge season in the Liga over there last year as a rookie. Actually, I think
Yeah.
led them in scoring as a rookie defenseman. Or maybe not a rookie
Yeah.
defenseman, but as a 18-year-old defenseman. So let's give him a look.
Why not?
And Lambert is hurt, so I'm going to let Pelletier heal from that injury. We'll shuffle the lines around a bit. Kivahard, you're going to play with Anderson. That's okay. And we took the Team Canada job in this, so I guess we're world champion, or was it the junior one?
No, I think it was the top job.
Okay, so we'll get the World Championships team if we make it around to that. And no problems with the owner.
Oh, wait, what?
What?
Quinn Hughes is out for 3 months?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I was calling up Give Archer.
okay. I was not paying quite enough attention. That's not good.
Not good, but we got depth. We can handle it. Sturm is almost back, so let's see how Kivarju does in his first game in. And the AI wants to start Eliasson. We'll let it do that. And we come out of it with a 5-4 overtime win. Now Morgan Frost, healthy again, his first start. And how did Kivarju do? Pretty competent. 5 shots, 1 assist, and decent game scores. Well, off to a reasonably good start for him. Doing a lot better than the real Canucks.
Well, that's not very hard, Jeff.
Yeah, it's. I mean, Canucks
What do
are
you think is going to happen?
they're 0-5-2. My basketball team is the Orlando Magic. They started 0-4. So
Shouldn't your
I'm
basketball
11
team
games into the NBA and NHL season. And I haven't seen a win yet.
your basketball team should be the or should be the Vancouver Grizzlies.
It wasn't the Vancouver Grizzlies even when they existed.
It
Although
was
I did go to the
mine.
games when they were really desperate and giving away tickets for like $20. Okay. Ducks Wave Morgan Geeky. What's the? Oh, missed him.
The
Was it
Canucks wave more than geeky.
the Ducks?
Well, you said Canucks.
I said the Ducks.
I heard Canucks.
I'm pretty sure I said the Ducks. But yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, then they put Besser on the real life injured reserve today, so he's not coming
So
back.
what do you think happens though, Jeff? We're clearly going towards something.
Tank for Bedard.
Now, is coach getting fired? Trade coming in?
I think the coach will go before they make a major trade. Captain, 3 points in a 4-1 win over Vegas. I think the AI, when I redid the lines, actually moved Eliason ahead of DiPietro in the goalie priorities. Huh, yeah, it did. DiPietro is still stuck at 2.5 stars, even though he's been playing really well. Well, not quite as good as last season, but still, yeah, still extremely well. Surprised by that. Pelletier healthy again, but not quite fit for this game. And 3-1, 3-0 shutout over Seattle.
They blew so many leads, it's crazy. Max Duquette says, Gudu Creative. Me and my brother went to, oh, that is such bad language, Gudu. Me and my brother went to the States back in April, and we went to a Blackhawks game, a Bulls game, and a Red Sox game, and a New York Rangers game, all of them playing at home. They all lost. Ah, ha, ha, ha. I don't think we'll be invited back again soon.
Okay, shuffle the lineup. Oh, Garland is down to 69% fitness. That is not nice. Oh, actually, we're at the between games, so I gotta wait a couple of days and see if we get some of that back. And we are first place in the league right now. Okay, Garland 85%. That's a little better. And fixing the lines again, that looks about right. And looks like we got Pedal on the first line now. How's he doing? Yeah, not fantastic. Kind of an off year after his rookie year. Up against Anaheim. And another 4-1 win. A couple of points from Pedersen. I should take a look at our scoring and see how that's... Well, Pedersen at least is in first place in the scoring last year. We actually won the cup last year, but despite not having him, he got injured, if you weren't watching, late in the year, missed a huge chunk of the season. You see he only played 50 games that year. Came back in the middle of the playoffs, lasted, what was it, 2 games, Adam?
Something like that.
And immediately got hurt again, so we had to win the cup without him in the lineup. Which, when you're paying him $10.8 million a year, is not fantastic. But he's doing okay this year. Horvat, Bratt's coming along, although we're probably going to lose him to free agency at the end of the year because he wants way too much money to re-sign. I think he wanted a long-term deal and no trade contract clause in his contract. Luke Hughes having a very good rookie year. Probably because of the extra playing time he's going to get with his brother gone. Lambert
Maybe he took him out.
slipped back. Yeah.
You're taking away my ability to play, brother. You have to get hurt. Kim is chillin' says tanking slugging night. Suck hard for Bedard.
Yep. At this point, I think I'd almost be fine with it, assuming we don't have to, junk the rest of the team. And I mean, the main thing, it's if Demko had been playing better, we wouldn't have been, quite this bad. But
Oh,
he's off to a
don't
bad
blame that
start.
all on
Yeah.
Demko.
Well, you got to blame some, but his goals against average, his save percentage is somewhere in the 870s right now, I think.
Well, your defense is garbage.
Oh yeah, no argument there.
That's your biggest
Half
problem.
it's, I mean, you get past Hughes and Ekman and Larson, maybe. I mean, Myers is hurt, and there's guys.
Yeah,
on there
Myers
that
was
just,
also past his twilight when he was signed. And then you add in Tucker Poolman.
and Luke Shen, who should have been retired a couple of
Poolman's
years ago,
a fine like number 7 defenseman.
and he's probably our number 3 or 4 right now. So that tells you what kind of shape we're in.
Pretty bad.
Okay, got LA here. And 3-2 win. Another good game for Frost. Coming up towards Christmas here and halfway point of the season. Devil Dog question in the OTP chat. Any update on the release? Nope. I just posted something in the forums shortly before coming on here. We heard something from the NHL last week that sounded optimistic, and then it didn't pan out at all. So we're back to waiting on them to approve the new license, and once that's done, I mean, right now we're pretty much in pre-release mode, just getting the final stuff ready. So we'll be able to move very quickly once that's okayed. But we just still don't know when exactly that's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff, what build are we on for that we've been testing
It
now?
was 0.45 this morning.
Yeah, so there's been roughly 45 builds already of the game.
Yeah, which I think is the most we've done since. Well,
7.
other than the year we added the 2D mode, because we had to go through a ton of different iterations of that to get things.
Well,
ready.
that one we launched at, I think it was 112.
Yeah, it was some huge number. Okay, Ducks should be.
But yes, we're working hard. Our beta testers
Anaheim
are
beats us
beta
4-3.
testing.
And JT Miller, that's how we started off this game, trading JT Miller to Anaheim. There were other players involved. It was essentially him for Jamie Drysdale. And Drysdale's worked out pretty good. I mean, he's been a solid number 3-ish guy, number 2 or 3. Might get pushed back a little bit now that Luke Hughes is around, but worked out reasonably well. And the big thing there, we saved a lot of salary money.
Kim is chilling asking, is there a place to sign up to be a beta tester in the future? And the answer to that is we occasionally announce when we're looking for some new people.
When we need somebody, we'll open it up. That way we get people we know are sort of immediately available.
I will also point out that if you are active on our forums and letting us know if you come across issues, that is a good way to stand out above the rest.
And Garland bruised his heel. So how long is he out for? Day-to-day only.
We do our best to test as much as we possibly can. And I know Jeff and myself put in lots of...
Oh, geez, Frost, torn groin 1 to 2 months.
Yeah,
so like season.
Jeff, we like how many hours do you have in FHM 9 already? Any idea?
It's going to hit 1,000 very shortly.
Yeah, and I'm at about 350 ish. So I mean, Jeff and I do that I would also, yeah. So I mean, like, we put in lots of hours. Our beta testers put in quite a few hours, but I think we'll clearly admit we, as much as we catch, so occasionally there's things that happen that we just can't foresee because every game's going to run a little bit different and on different systems too.
Yep, there's always a little bit of that, and we'll. I think one of the things we may get back to doing more this year is trying the open beta again for when we're doing our updates. We did that a little bit at the end of FHM 7. Didn't really do it with FHM 8 last year, but maybe it'd be a good time to try that again this year, depending on how the timing works with everything.
Yeah.
Okay, Garland healing fast, fortunately.
So that's just yeah. So we do our best to adjust everything as fast as we possibly can, but sometimes
Throw Elias in against Minnesota. And get out of there with a 2-1 win.
regardless, we can't fix what we don't know about, I think
Yep.
is the best way to
So if
put
you
that.
see something, please post it in the forums or
Yeah.
on Reddit or on even the Discord
Yeah. But our forums are
or
by
Twitter
far
or
our preferred
Facebook
way.
or where any of the other social media places.
Yeah. Just because it keeps everything a little bit more
Well, it's
centered.
a tight scoring race in this game.
That's good.
3 points between first and eighth.
Mr. Devil Dog says, would love to see perfect team for hockey. I'll say, I know Jeff has talked about back when Perfect Team was first introduced to OTP, he had some preliminary ideas, but we have some other things we want to do with FHM first, as well as we would need to have the PA license before we could even have that discussion.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen anytime soon, basically. Yeah, I think OTP's had their own issues with getting a perfect team running, well, particularly the mobile stuff, so we'll let them sort all that out. And Garland is almost back. Buffalo lost somebody, Nathan Bastian, for 5 months, torn back. And we're almost at the 41 game mark, halfway through our season. That'll be against Buffalo on Christmas Eve. No, day before Christmas Eve, 23rd. And 8-4 blowout went over Buffalo. That's always nice. Some rough game scores on theirs, and 31 defensive for Rasmus Dahlin. 28 for Casey Middlestat. Wow, they didn't show up defensively at all.
Oof.
Although our guys didn't really put up huge numbers. Pedersen 3 assists, Besser 3 points. Yeah, spread the scoring out quite a bit. And we should see the season poll coming up here shortly. See if any of our players get mentioned as the best in the league. Can't remember if that's the 25th or no, I think it's on the 31st. Okay, Garland, who keeps saying he's almost ready to come back, still isn't ready. A 7-1 win over Washington. We're in a bit of a roll here. Captain 3 assists. So he's actually working out pretty well. What's 14 points in 24 games, so he's pretty much back to his old scoring level. And we got a couple of guys on track for roughly 70 points. Bratt playing for his UFA contract. He's having a pretty good year. Peddle, 23 points, but only 4 goals. Reed
Not
Anderson
great, but not
continuing to
terrible.
develop. Yeah, anybody? Lambert may be a little disappointing, but I think we've had him on a lower line for a lot of the time. Yeah, actually, I'll do that. Although we're probably about to get Garland back, and he'll have to move down again. And yeah,
Bo
Garland
Horvat is
down
set
again.
57% on faceoff, Kim as Chillin points out.
Yeah, pretty good. And both goalies in the top 4 in goals against average now, although DiPietro's not there in the save percentage. So Garland is fully healthy again. And McLennan with Lambert.
Choices,
McLennan in that third
choices.
line spot a little bit. Or Lambert, rather.
I think you should be giving your fourth line more than 8 minutes a night.
That's why I did the fourth line. Not supposed to get a lot of time.
Good teams play their fourth line over 10 minutes.
I'm the best team in the league, and I'm playing it less than 10 minutes.
You also deal with more injuries than most.
Not really. In fact, we can check that. Hang on a second. Wait until it gets to the next game. Okay. There's the player poll, but first let's see. League stats, team stats, and we got an injury day column here. Wow, the Rangers are, the Jets haven't been touched at all. 28 games lost to injury so far this year. We've lost, days lost to injury, not games, rather, 312, and I think that's counting forward the longer term injuries. So yeah, actually you're right. We're one of the worst teams in the league for injuries. Okay, well.
I should change on that on my team. My fourth line is Satan, Strack, and Nedved. I'm still only giving them the default. Yeah, again, I usually try to go, and if you watch the Jet streams, Kim, you'll see I go 18, 17, 14, 11. I think.
And Cubic Hardra has a stiff neck, going to be day to day, but he has 8 points in his first 12 NHL games. So promising start there.
And I will point out, as Jeff would too, on the lines, those times are only roughly estimated if the game goes perfect, because sometimes guys get stuck out for longer, just like in real life.
Or more often,
more importantly,
and that screws up the timing of when the lines can be used, and so somebody will get a lot of special teams time,
So I mean, yeah. But I find 11 minutes kind of gets most guys to at least 8 minutes a night. But that's the other thing too. Yeah, you got to watch how much you guys are playing on special teams, especially when you're dealing with age and injuries.
And we did lose 6-3 there to Colorado. I forgot to look at the. We're actually on December 31st. That's why it's going to take a second to get through this. I'm going to look at the player pool. Best skater McDavid, hardest shot Brant Clark of LA. Yeah, wow. 18
Brant
goals
Clark,
in 41
nice.
games as a defenseman. Nice. Tough as the Zach McEwen, the Flyers.
Well, he's turned into a nice player.
Steve Stamkos, who is best role model in the league, he's also hurt yet again. Quad strain for 2 or 3 weeks. Johnny Gaudreau, who hasn't left Calgary in this game. cleanest. Hendrix Lapierre of San Jose, the most controversial. Controversial. He's looks like he moved over from Washington at the start of the season. Most overrated. Pierre-Luc Dubois of the Winnipeg Jets. He's coming off a 91-point year and still overrated, apparently.
Yeah. Well, again, didn't share this. One of the test games I ran in FHM 9, I sent the screenshot to Jeff because I found it so funny about what was it, Jeff? About 8 years into the Jets, a Jets game I had going, the Jets drafted Pierre-Luc Dubois as an 18-year-old. So that was Pier space Luc Dubois
And apparently
as a.
the players think Hellebuck is still the best goalie in the league.
Well, he is.
So development report.
That the name generator sometimes gets you. Oh, look at that top of that development report, Jeff.
Arnsby, yep.
Liam Arnsby.
2.5 stars though. Still, let's see if we can get him up to 3. I haven't seen
Kim
anybody
Jones
going
says, I just
downhill.
checked my
We got
minutes.
Brisebois is headed down, so he's going to be done. Oh, Appleton, who's been injured, lost a point. That's moderately concerning.
All right, Kim Jones says, I just checked my minutes because of that. My third line center / PK1 is getting a lot more ice time than he should. I should look into my penalty stats.
And a 5-0 shutout over the Blues. Cruising right along into 2026.
Dun, dun, dun. Is Aquilini still the GM or the owner of the team?
In the game, you mean? Or
Yeah.
asking if he suddenly left in the last week? Yeah, he still owns it. He'll be for a while. He's not an old guy.
Maybe you got tired of your shenanigans and left the team.
Now, the only way owners change in the game is there's a trigger that's primarily based on age. I think they have to be over. We just changed it because it was retiring him too young. I think it's 65 in this game is when the first chance happens, and then it increases after that. Board confidence. Aquilini is still happy. How old is he? Yeah, 66 here. So that would make him 62 now. Huh. That's older than I thought. And top entry draft. Wow, it looks like a weak one. There's some better guys farther down, but Gradin likes the Czech defenseman. And we actually we lucked out with getting a lottery pick last year, although it didn't turn into a good one. And picked Libor Ullman, a Czech winger who he is not developing particularly well. Consensus
he's playing in Czech League too.
Yeah, 4.5. Consensus scouting says 4.5 stars, but our scouting says only 3 potential, although he is up to 1.
We should probably sign him and get him out of Czech.
Yeah, and put him in the minors next year. Or did he? Nope, no CHL rights, so he probably won't be. Unless there is a mechanic where the CHL teams are more likely to draft somebody that has a contract, so he can be sent down, but he still has to be interested in playing North America first, and he may not be, or at least playing junior in North America.
He'd look good on the Thunder Bay Bearcats regardless.
How are they doing anyhow? We added in the ECHL expansion team in Thunder Bay, and because the Canucks still don't have one this year.
Neither did the Jets.
Yeah, there's 28 ECHL teams, so there's a few teams without.
Well, the Jets sent guys down to, what was it, Trois Rivières, Newfoundland, and somebody else.
Yeah, Thunder Bay's actually doing really well in the ECHL. But not with any of our players. So we don't have anyone down there.
Number of Abbotsford guys though. Simino. That's a former stream guy too.
I wonder if I should send one of our guys down that's not playing. Let's try Reichly down there. Give them a little help. They're playing well. Maybe they can win a championship.
Which is the Kelly Cup?
I believe so, yep. I was going to say the Turner Cup, but that was the International League.
Oh, that's bringing me back.
And the Calder is the AHL one, in addition to being the NHL rookie one. Arizona waiving English player Liam Kirk. Don't really want him. Actually, we got pretty good depth now. Not a bad idea to have that extra minutes on the fourth line. Although we lose there 5-3. Got ouch. Yeah, they beat us up pretty good. Armstrong just got suspended for one game. He's not having a very good year in Abbotsford, 15 points only in 48 games. And bad news, Mason Appleton, who we had recovering, apparently had a setback, and he's gone at least 2 to 3 more months.
Awesome.
Will he be back? Yeah, he'll be back after Hughes, so he's going to miss pretty much all the season except those first couple of games. Is he... Oh, he's got 2 years left on his contract. Speaking of contracts, McLennan needs a new one. Brought, we've looked at. Just out of curiosity, I wonder what Kapanen wants. Yeah. We got you on waivers and you want 5.6 million for 3 years. I don't think so.
Good to want things.
Okay, play one more game, I think, as we're running out of time here. And just take a quick look around the league, maybe. Give Hardjuice almost back. Give Eliason start against Florida. And he loses 6-3. Ouch. Ollie Levy still playing in Florida. A lot of red on the defensive scores. Second line looks like they got lit up pretty bad. Oh, Jesper Bratt had -4, 38 defensive game score. And Horvat got injured on top of that. Fantastic. 1 to 2 weeks. So I'm actually going to set this up before we go. Pinelli is playing better than Armsby, so I'm going to bring him up as the replacement center.
Oh, you mean another stream superstar, Francisco Pinelli?
Yep, we had him in the Tampa one, didn't we?
Tampa?
Didn't we?
I think he was Quebec. I don't think we've ever had a Tampa stream.
Yeah. Where did I get Tampa from? Or is Tampa who actually owns him in real life? Might be.
Yep.
Okay, so let's take a quick look around the league. What's going on? San Jose dead last. Oh, tied with the Flyers, actually. DPL and License dropped right out of the goals against average leaders. DiPietro's still up there. Senators having a good year. Although it looks like, yeah, no, looks like they've more or less done it through the draft. I don't see a lot of trades coming in like they've actually done this year in real life. And Panarin leading the league in scoring. Rangers also doing well. Any of our guys in the leaders? I'm not seeing any Canucks. I think it all in the skater leaders. Goalie leaders, DiPietro's there.
Bo Horvat was on face-off percentage.
Was he there?
Yeah. Goaltending, at least you got some stuff.
Oh, yeah, 57.2 in the middle. Oh, Anderson and Goliath are up there in plus minus too. Are they playing together?
Yeah.
That pair's actually working out pretty well this season. And the other categories, Panarin running away with the game score average. And none of our guys there. It's surprising, although Luke Hughes, 28 points, so he's fourth in rookie scoring. Looks like a pretty good year for rookies. Two Sabres, actually. Isaac Rosen and Adam Fantilli are 1-2 in scoring.
Nice. For the Sabres.
Them, and don't see any other. No, Horvat on game-winning goals, tied for the league lead with a bunch of guys at 6. The Sabres do not know. Sabres are dead last, so they're playing rookies, but they haven't.
Pedersen is there on giveaways, too.
Was he?
Yep.
Giveaways. Oh yeah, bottom of it. Huh.
You're flipping it so fast, trying to do my best to try and see as I'm looking.
And again, McDavid is second, so just means
yeah, not really the same quality of player though, Jeff.
Oh, it's a little rough on McDavid, don't you think? Or is that not what you meant?
No. It's I feel very confident in what I said.
Okay, so I think we're going to wind it up there. Pretty good positioning for one more cup run, although honestly I really hope we don't have to come back to this save again, because I would rather tell you guys about FHM 9 once we can, or even play it if we're at that point when the next stream rolls. Well, this would be coming up again in 2 weeks. We'll be back with, if we don't have any announcement news, any announcements to make, we'll be back with Adam's Jets game, where what do you want to say it?
I don't even know what I'm so confused. Well, we won the Stanley Cup and have a dynasty. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, sure. You're very confused about that. Didn't really.
No. Jeff, I played so much of that game as a part of the beta. I'm really confused. I made so many moves to try just testing some things out.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, we just had we did the FHM 8 imported to FHM 9 and the FHM 9 beta the other day, so we've been testing that.
Yes, don't look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, I really have to stop and think about it, because it's been just kind of all over the place.
Yeah, I've sent that one forward too, and they kind of fall apart after in the next few years.
Well, I was playing it and adding more guys, so I added like Martin Gilina and some other stuff. But anyway, it doesn't matter. If we're back next week with it, we can talk about it, as we'll have the free agency draft and whatever else.
But let's all hope we've got news to tell you instead of that next week, and we'll be able to do something and move on to FHM 9 soon. So keep your fingers crossed, and we'll let you know when we hear something.
Yes. So thank you very much for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Franchise Hockey Manager, which you should be following, as well as twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments as well. You can reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager, as well as Twitter. We're at Franchise Hockey. We can find a link to our official Discord channel in our Twitter bio. Of course, you can come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to official forums, and you can talk about Franchise Hockey Manager 8 and 9 soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
Out of the Park Baseball, Perfect Team Go, or anything else you wish to discuss. Jeff, did I miss anything there in my very quick rant?
No, I think you covered pretty much everything.
And I'll
So
point out one more time, if when we can announce it, there is a strong possibility it'll be on our twitch.tv/franchise hockey manager channel exclusively. So make sure you are following us on there so you won't miss out.
yeah, we will try to do it on here as well, but there's a chance if they've
Yes.
already got something pre-planned for that they can't get around for out of the park baseball, we may have to just use the franchise hockey manager channel only. So we'll let you know regardless what's going on, and as soon as we hear something, we'll tell you. So thanks for bearing with us, and we will see you back here sometime very soon, hopefully.